Hey guys, it's Cauliflower, and today I have a little bit of a special video for you. So today I'm going to be talking or elaborating a little bit more on the subject of reviewing. You guys have been questioning me and leaving comments on my Friday freebies videos and that kind of a thing about, well, how do you go about reviewing things, and also how do you get the things that you do review? Also, how can I get involved? And I also want to elaborate a little bit about the differences between reviewing and what people view things as a sponsorship. Okay, to continue on, and you probably are wondering, why am I completely differently dressed? The makeup is all different, everything is not the same. When I began filming this, I filmed it in 3 parts, and unfortunately, I ended up deleting one of the more important parts, which is the explanation of the groups and how you go about them, or how I go about them, and a little bit of an insight on that, because a lot of you are always requesting and asking me to add you on to review groups so you can get in on reviewing products. Now, I just want to make you understand something. Anything that I am explaining to you right now is 100% legit. This is not a made-up story. This is not something to deter you or something to turn you away from reviewing. I'm just giving you a little bit more of an in-depth insight on really what it takes to do reviews, and how a lot of people seem to blur the lines between reviews and sponsorships, and even so much as getting things for free. Let's get the one thing off the table right now as far as free is concerned. 75% of the time, the products that are being reviewed are not completely free. It depends on the seller, it depends on the amount, and it also depends on the availability of how many products that they have to give out to certain individuals who are going to make sure that they do a review. And it goes like this. Review groups are just like any other Facebook group on the internet, or on Facebook, or anywhere for that matter, where basically it is somebody who takes the responsibility of having a bunch of people join in a group because they are committed and loyal to wanting to do a specific thing. In this case, it's reviewing Amazon products. So let's say you have an administrator who has at least right now 150 members. They can either choose to add more members, or they can have that particular amount be enough. Remember that the person that's administrating, or the persons that are administrating, are the ones that are dealing with the sellers, they're dealing with the members, they're dealing with the orders, they're dealing with the codes that were given out, they're dealing with all of the reviews, and they're dealing with the fact of when the seller sees these reviews or not, and if they are up to par. So let me give you a little bit of insight on what I mean about up to par. Now, when you go to write any kind of review, what is the first thing that you think of doing? Are you taking that product and are you just going off the top of your head, or are you going from your own personal experience? Well, if you said your own personal experience, you would be correct. You don't want to just fly off the top of your head and start reciting things that the company already knows about their own product. They don't want a reiteration of something that they know. They already know what the ingredients are, even though if you do incorporate the ingredients, make sure that you're incorporating them where it has something to do with what they've done for you. Number 2, they don't need to know what they're always made of, again, unless you want to point that out as a descriptive involving how it worked for you. And number 3, you never just want to put a sentence up there saying, "This product is the bomb. I'm glad I got it. End of review." No, that's not acceptable at all. When you do a review on Amazon, you must elaborate on how the product worked for you specifically. What did it do for you? Did it change your life? Did it make your skin better? Did it make your household better? Did it make your room look brighter? You know, that kind of a thing. You need to elaborate. Details are essential to Amazon reviews. You need to put in as much detail as possible. Also, pictures will also be a great addition, and if you can put a video in there, put a video in there. The more content you put in there, the better it looks on you, and the better it looks for the sellers that are now working with these administrators. Believe you me, you do not want these administrators down your neck about sellers, or about sellers unhappy with Amazon reviews. You do not want that. Okay, so then after you have done your review flawlessly, you're going to go back to the group that you are part of and you're going to fill out your review submit form. You're going to put in your permalink from your public profile, which is easy to find. All you have to do is go to your account and scroll all the way down, and there's a point where it says public profile. You click that on and you will see your page pop up and all of your reviews. And the specific one that you need to report, you need to click that on. Underneath your review, you will see a link that says permalink. You'll hit that, then you'll have to copy that, put it on the form, and you are done. You fill out that review form, you send it in, and you're done. So, are you still wanting to do this, guys? Because so many of you have been sending me comments and, you know, all sorts of things. Now let me open it up a little bit further for you as far as the review industry is concerned. And I do call it an industry because it is booming right now. It is so, so popular. Like anything else, everything has its dark side. And there's no difference with the reviewing community. If you are part of a group, and let's say you get a code, and let's say you think that it's a harmless thing into, hey, Joe, I've got this great code for this selfie stick. Let me share it with you. Let me send it to you through a private message. That is the hugest, largest no-no. Number one, not only will you be found out that you did this, but it is considered stealing. It's considered stealing because this code was given to you. You're the only person, you're the only number that person needed for that particular product. Once you start giving out codes, you're basically giving, like if you're working at a convenience store and you're giving out free candy to your friends. That's basically what this is. Sellers only have a set amount of product they can give at a time. If sellers are now finding that there are almost bogus types of codes out there, or just like, you know, it's almost like if you're out there selling bogus tickets, concert tickets or you're printing off these bogus tickets and you're trying to sell them or pass them as your own, and you're getting paid for that, but they're not substantially yours and they're also bogus. Well, this is the same thing you're doing in your review group. Not only is it making you look bad, it's making the administrator look bad, and the seller will pull out and they won't give products to that administrator anymore. And at this point now, you're asking to get kicked out of a group you just joined, and that means no more review products for you and no more really good review products for you. So I would think twice about ever sharing a code. That's like a huge no-no. You don't do that. Okay, the other thing is, there is always drama. There's always drama in these things, no matter where you go. I don't care who you are, there's always drama. Do yourself a favor and stay out of the drama. Don't share things with other people. If you're on a substantial amount of groups or in a substantial amount of groups, do yourself a favor. Do your particular work and forget about whatever else is going on. If there is administrator problems with other administrators, if there is hate going on, if there's hate groups going on, if you're connected somehow, you need to zero out and get out of that right away, because I'm telling you, it's not going to look good on you. And again, it's going to spread throughout every different group you try to join. If you're spreading drama, you're done. Don't even bother. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I got cut off. Sponsorships are a completely different thing. Sponsorships are basically companies that will pitch to you through email or however. They'll find you on YouTube, they'll find you through email, and they will send you an email and tell you that they've seen your content, they've seen your videos, they've seen your blogs, what have you. And they are looking to pitch to you about possibly carrying them through a video or sponsoring them through your videos, through your blogs, or what have you, and they are offering you money to do so. This is now a sponsored video. If you agree to do this through a contractual agreement or through word of mouth or through the email, as basically that you have an agreement that you're going to do exactly what they ask of you to do as far as promoting them and them giving you a compensation, this is now a sponsored video. There's a big difference between the two. Like I said before, yes, it may be both that you're both dealing with companies and you're both dealing with products, but on one you're doing the actual, almost like the actual selling for a seller. You're actually taking something, using it, and pretty much selling it from your standpoint. Sponsorship is you're basically sponsoring. They're sponsoring you, you're sponsoring them, they're paying you. They're giving you money they're giving you money to speak about their product. They're giving you codes. They're paying you for those codes. If you put a code out there for a Sigma brush or a Gerard Cosmetics cosmetic and somebody clicks on that, lo and behold, you're getting some sort of contractual compensation for that, whether it's in small increments, however it is. It's a sponsorship. They're putting themselves, attaching themselves to you, trusting you, you're trusting them, because now you're signing your soul over to basically whatever they're going to give you, whether it's crap or not. That is a sponsored video. So, in essence, and to wrap this all up, as far as product reviews go, it is not just something that anybody can do. I don't want to sound that I'm being, you know, I'm not trying to sound like I'm being pessimistic about it, or that I'm doubting a lot of people, but a lot of people get into reviewing thinking, wow, cool, she gets these really cool products. And in the beginning, I thought so too. When I first started watching my friend Annette, and I saw she was getting these wonderful things, you know, hair tools and you know, exercise equipment and things like that, I'm like, whoa, like really? Like, wow, it's that substantial. I always thought it was just for like products, and, you know, beauty products and, you know, food and that kind of a thing, but it's actual substantial products now. So, you know, you do think to yourself like, wow, this is a cool thing. And it is. But like anything else, it's still work. It's actually in some forms another job. This basically is not just a hobby anymore. It is basically turned into a job. When you consider all the things that you have to do in order to make a good reviewer, you have to be able to be trustworthy. You have to be able to write well. You have to be able to be very clear. You have to be able to be, your time management has to be good. You have to be able to receive the product, make sure that the product is in good, you know, it comes to you in good standing, and then you have to really use the product. You can't just sit there and go, oh yeah, you know. But, you know, that is like any other job or any other thing that you do when it comes to social media. It's still content you're creating. It's still something you're putting out there. And it's something I put out there. And that's why a lot of my Friday freebie videos are basically more or less review mail. A lot of them, like I said, do end up being free or very little, and some of them are not. Some of them I'm actually paying, you know, $3 here, $2 there, $5 here, depending on what they are, and if I think it's worth it, then I will do that. And I don't get paid back for that. Like I said, Brandbacker and Thomason might do that, but the review groups do not do that. So if you're going to pitch for something, make sure you're going to want to pay for that item, because you're not getting anything back. You're not getting any type of shipping back unless the seller says that they will, you know, provide you back with your shipping. Make sure that you realize this before you even pitch for a product. Okay guys, I'm getting dry mouth and cotton mouth. I hope that I answered all of your questions as far as reviewing is concerned, and products and sponsorships and websites, and of course, listing below, I always have a ton of different websites that you can check out. And like I said, you can always go on Facebook and just do a little digging of your own. And if you join groups, great. And I hope you have fun with it, and good luck. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.